Hey everyone! The start of this season has been filled with dealing with annoying mines, watching Kavan die to cannons. So we're gonna deal with both of them by getting critters, got them at level 4, and try to push with them. Already got 4 ER, and the next steps are getting hotpot mines and building health. We're mainly either running full-on rifles or rifle Zooks, but we'll try it a few hits. And kind of a mix between facing 3 ERs that are kind of maxed out versus other 4s. Like here we got a 3 with critter launchers. And because he has mines, we'll take some Zooks. And with critters, I often like taking, well, sometimes 4 Zooks, but because it's a 3 ER and there's just less buildings, 3 should be fine. And if there's kind of buildings spread out along the beach, you can do all the Zooks at the same time, kind of spread out. So in this case, 2 rifles as a meat shield and 3 Zooks. Just kind of spread them out. We always want Kavan on the left side, so we want to wait until something there is going to be damaged, so that by the time he walks through that flag, you know that he's going to heal those guys up. And then on this base, always shocking the critter launchers. Kavan was annoying, he went on the right. We should have delayed him like a second longer because that flame damaged these guys first. But we can start using critters for those annoying mines. And still staggering a few rifles. Like we did 2 boats early for dealing with the right stuff, but the rest of them still staggering them. Because the whole point of delaying those rifles is you don't have to critter out every mine. Like some rifles can die, but the ones that are coming along add more meat shield. We might do a shield right now, especially to those Zooks that want to go to that machine gun. And pretty soon, shocking that critter launcher. So we are losing a bit of Zooks, but especially on these 3 ERs with weird mine placements, we might lose a few of them. And still using some more critters, because they really help out in just another way to deal with mines. We'll do one more and shocking the hotpot. And I think it should go down. Our shocks are level 3, so around 8 seconds. And maybe one final critter right there. And we do want to flare, but maybe after that flame dies. Of course, we're like a second too late. But at least it's looking at rifles, so not losing a ton of Zooks. And pulling 218. Would have liked to get around 230s on these guys, but maybe this is enough. And looks like it is. So like right now in our base, even without mines, it should be not too bad. We changed to this layout because everyone's kind of forced to go into this ER first, and then have to go all the way there. But with our one chest, we can pick up that hotpot, and then one more for some mines. We'll put it here because it's kind of annoying to deal with. You really need to get the timing just right. As soon as it pops up, then throw the shock. And we've seen a few other troops being used too. Like some people who went mortars, or even without mortars, using warriors. And they're kind of fast too, but I just don't want to get something off path. Even though they're only 14 keys, eventually there's bombers at 4 ER and they might work just as well. This one's a 4 ER with mines, and it's kind of like our layout, 1 ER on the right. So these ones I like taking 4 Zooks, and starting with a few on this side, but still delaying some on the left. And I want Kavan on the left side too. So we'll do just 1 rifle and 2 Zooks. And we can't drop on the left yet because if you drop them now, they're going to go to this sniper. So waiting just a bit, and now start dropping them. Rifle 2 Zooks. And Kavan should be pretty late because, like we saw in the other hit, if you drop him too early, he's going to go on the right side. So maybe like this. And you can see the left troops, they're going where we want to. I don't think we have to worry about those mines, it's pretty close to buildings. And it doesn't really matter to Zooks. Like if we lose a few rifles to mines, it's fine because, again, that's the point where we're staggering them. We can maybe even critter out 1 ER. We'll kind of see how it goes. We'll do 1 shield right there. And in this case, we can critter out those mines, which also wakes up the hotpot. So you don't have to be as precise on timing. By looking at it now, I think we have enough to critter it out. So we'll do 2 critters and then 1 shock. Because we already have troop damage, it means those critters pack a little more of a punch. And for most cases, it's 2 critters and 2 shocks. Because if you land them right on the ER, it's enough time and damage to take it down. And here we'll do 1 more critter, clear some mines. And I think after that flame, just go for the last ER. That 1 mine is annoying, but we have just enough for a shock. Even a few critters helping out. It's like almost all the Zooks hit that mine, but it should get it down. Losing a few more Zooks, but around a 2-minute time. It sucks we lost that many because we are running no instant training. So especially with Zooks, it takes a while to train up. But looks like a good enough time. And this also gets us 14, so 1 more chest. And for our case, we're going to pick up mines. And the only other thing we're going to get back in 3 ER is some building health. Because otherwise, we're just going to go forward all the way until bombers. And we saw some people who already got some mortars and critter launchers. But we kind of want to skip them now because at least this path, rushing to rocket choppas, you get them a bit faster if you skip those defenses. But if you still want to push now, it still is an option. This guy here, we'll just go back to the few Zook hit. There's a chance we can use full rifles, but actually that might be a little better. Or even taking 6 rifles and only 2 Zooks. Reason why it might be better is there's some packs of 2 mines which don't kill rifles. And with critters you can deal with a lot more of those mines. So we can just drop everyone right here. And full on rifles do a little more damage than taking Zooks. So just kind of alternating between using shield and throwing critters. There's actually 3 mines there, so we can start off with 1 critter. Distracts that flame 2 for maybe a second. And then now just start using shield. We'll do 1 more critter on that flame and then pretty soon shock the hot pot. It might need a couple shocks. Another thing you can do is flare it, but with that machine gun there, might be a little tough. Get another shield going for those other mines. And now just trying to save a bit of GBE. We kind of use a lot of critters and shields, so didn't want to spend too much for the rest of the hit. So pretty soon we'll use maybe 1 more shield, especially for this rifles. You can see a lot of them are dying, but Kavan might heal some of them up. Especially on those packs of only 2 mines. And it's kind of why taking even a few Zooks is pretty safe. Because you have them to, if rifles die like in this case, speed up the rest of the ERs. So just a few more rifles left. You can do 1 critter right there. Not only for those mines, but distracting that machine gun. So if you can, not only throwing critters just at any point, but right before the machine gun's gonna be distracted. And now with like 2 rifles left, it's actually a good thing they're shocked because not getting killed by that flame. And we'll try to get both those shock mines. And maybe after the machine gun goes down, just do a flare with 1 shock. Looks like 1 GB is short of course, but maybe Kavan can heal them up. And around a 2-minute time. Even though we're losing a bunch of rifles, it's only like 30 minutes to train a bunch of them, so it seems okay here. Got another match here, this one being a 3 ER with mortars. So it can go to taking 3 Zooks. And on this one, because there's like no buildings on this side, we can do that hit actually with 4 Zooks. Doing like a few on this side and then delay dropping over here. We got more Zooks on the right so they can quickly take down these buildings. So maybe even 3 to speed up the process. We'll do like 2 rifles and 3 Zooks. And kind of as the troops are going there, start dropping some on the left side. Especially that 1 rifle to start clearing those mines. We'll do 1 more Zook and in just a bit stagger that last rifle. And on these hits, I like dropping Kavan last, because again, you want him to go left pretty early on. So you see those rifles dealing with those mines. We're gonna wait on that shock just a bit until maybe some more Zooks are close. So sending that right now. And then now just doing a shield. It works great with the mortars too, because, well, they shoot so slow, and even though the shots are devastating, shield just prevents all that. In this base, we might have GB to just critter an ER. So we'll do one there in case for some mines, and maybe just one more after that. 3 ERs do have less health, so should be easier to take down. We'll do one final shock. And in this case, maybe just flare with another shock. And you can see that 3 ERs, just a deck layout and less health, are a lot easier than those 4s. Getting 244. And the meta right now, at least with critters, might seem a little better. It's still most of the same hits, and I think trying to push later on might be a lot of few second wins or losses. So another reason for rushing to rocket shop is because once you do have them and people don't, then it's a big difference on times. A lot more strategy on like flaring towards the back and doing those kind of hits. This guy with a lot of buildings spread out, we're gonna just do 2 rifles and spread out 4 Zooks, and then stagger 2 more on the left side. There's a chance that maybe we can critter out both ERs, but otherwise we'll kind of see on the left side and how it goes. Because there's a lot of mines to deal with and the hot pot, so maybe not enough GBE. So we'll go ahead do those 2 rifles and do 4 Zooks. Still waiting on Kavan because we want him on the left side. And kind of watching these mines too. Don't want to lose too many Zooks to them. And I think now is a good time for Kavan. Those rifles split, it's good for those mines. I think those ones there will go ahead and clear. And then just let everything go. The hotbot wakes up, we can go ahead and shock it. Another defense at 4 ER we might get is boom cannons, but kind of the same reasoning with mortars. We skip them, we get rocket choppas a little bit sooner. And artillery, even though it's really strong, there's only 50 building health. We're really tight on tokens still. And that's going to be a big part of the next few days. Might be tempted to like max troop health and snipers, a bunch of buildings. But if you want to get rocket choppas and max art, really want to save on those tokens. And it might seem like, well, you have so many right now, or saving until 5 ER. But it's kind of playing the long game, and in just a few days, you have them for what you need. Or even if you want to stay max 4 ER, if you have art, you can like kill a few buildings. It's more easy to critter out ERs. But for sure with RCs, you can kill cannons, boom cannons, and just speed through the base. So we got around a 2-minute time. Still seems a bit slow, but we'll see if it's good enough. And of course, we love those 1-second wins. It's just with these deck layouts, there's not really much room for just making hits a lot faster. But we'll take the win, and that's enough for 15. It's not really a season where we have to worry so much about ranking up early. So like right now, with this chest, we're just gonna keep on going forward. Again, we're gonna skip mortars and critter launchers. So medkits now, and making our way to bombers. We do want to max him out and probably max Kavan. So everything you see here, probably leave at those levels. As long as you have enough tokens to max bombers, that's like 750,000. And once we do that, maybe maxing Kavan too, so you can start using second wind. But the biggest thing right now helping us out is getting those critters. And that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.